with your success today?
Well, I was always interested in gadgets when I spent a lot of time in my neighbor's garage, who actually worked for the Hewlett Packard Company, which was a big computer company back then. And when I went to Corpatino High School, that's when I saw my first computer, and I knew I wanted to work with computers ever since then. And then I transferred to Homestead High School, and that's when I took my first electronics class. And after high school, I went on to Reed College in Portland, Oregon. And there I dropped out after 6 months because I didn't see the value in going to college because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I didn't know how college was going to help me figure out what I wanted to do. And I was just using all my parents' money that they had saved up, and I was like, there's no point in doing this. So I dropped out, but I still took some classes that interested me at the college later.
Do you think Apple has grown bigger than Microsoft?
Yes, definitely. I think Microsoft is smaller than Apple right now because not just Windows or Office, but the iPhone has generated more sales than Microsoft's entire product lineup over the last 4 quarters. And Microsoft recently got thrown aside with the smartphone race with Apple.
How do you think Apple has impacted people's lives? Do you think?
I don't think a lot of people would have a job if it weren't for the Apple products, because if your career is in filmmaking or editing, it's most likely that it's through Apple products. And most of the people use my products every day. You use an iPad every day, or an iPhone, use anybody. And it's just created an easier way to create and share things, and I believe my products have sparked interests in people that originally wouldn't have been interested in electronics.
Who was beside you when you accomplished this company?
Well, Steve Wozniak was beside me the whole time. We were neighbors when I first moved in, and I was always interested in what he was doing in his garage because he made his own microphone, and I was always there asking him questions, and I wouldn't leave until he answered all my questions. And he was always fascinated with me because at a young age, I was so into electronics, so late, and he was always making crazy gadgets, and I'd always be asking about that. And so after that, we made the Apple I computer, and we called it a ready-made PC. And we didn't make this computer for popularity or for everybody. We just made it to impress our friends and play games on it. We didn't know how big it was going to get.
When do you think your inventions became so successful?
Well, after we made the Apple I computer, our system made it cheaper and easier for an everyday American to have a computer. And when our company, the Apple computer, made it more successful, we created the Apple II computer. And I think that's when our company really took off, and because a lot of families and businesses and schools bought our computer, and so that's when our success and our sales just went up. But after that, the IBM made their own PC, and that made things very difficult for us, and our sales dropped tremendously. So we had to make a new computer, and we called that the Macintosh computer, and that helped our sales. That was a big success in our sales.